Well, what I'm going to do is to continue with the work as mandated by the legislation, because the legislation is very clear about what the Hawks should focus on. And that is for me to make sure we deliver on that. That is my primary focus, to ensure that we deliver on what the legislation is asking of the Hawks to deliver on. Purely and simple, that we don't get involved in any political issues that have nothing to do with us. We are working on corruption. And the law is very clear that we deal with serious corruption. And earlier I did indicate, explaining to the Minister of Police, that the Hawks is dealing with serious corruption with other government entities, because we're dealing with serious cases that are very complex and take time. So we are going to continue in that regard. Government had mandated us and 13 other departments that we work on corruption. And therefore that work is being done and will continue. And the head of the Hawks has been the chair of that kind of a task team that was formed from 2014 that will end in 2019. So that responsibility still continues, and we account on that in that regard to a ministerial committee. So that work will continue as the Hawks. And also to indicate to the public that, and the citizens of South Africa, that we will work with the communities, and that is where the work will come from sometimes, where it's reported to us, and we need to follow through on those and the information given to us. And I would like them to have confidence we will continue doing the work as mandated by the legislation. And it will take us to change that perception as the Hawks, nobody else, but in how we deliver on that mandate, and people be satisfied that we are indeed making progress and as a corruption bust. The other work that we're doing that is based on the serious corruption, perhaps it didn't reach out in the public space. Maybe we should work on how we market the work that is being done by the Hawks. And as I indicated, specifically on the serious corruption matters, that we work with other government entities. And there is a communication that needs to be done for the entire government to filter down to people to know there is work that is being done. Perhaps it's just the one or two cases that are seen and understood that we are involved in political matters. I've worked in different spheres of the police, and I've been, as a woman, not seen myself to be a woman in a male-dominated environment. But we have a role to play as women, and I know that I have support in the environment because I've worked in the environment, whether it was not being recognized in the background. But therefore, I'm still sure that I'll get the necessary support and I'll deliver. I'm not a failure.